This, ladies and gentlemen, is winning at life. So let's have a recap. Whack this bit at the start of the video. Is this video for you? I don't know. Are you going to be in Dorset, in the Lulworth area, Durdle Door, Moop Bay, Warhammer Cove, Man o' War Cove, in that sort of area? Then there are some pretty cool things in this video that aren't really in the guidebooks. Fossil Forest. It's only a little bit out, it's only a mile out, but really worth a visit, completely different. And then something that's not in any guidebooks, the Pirate Cave, Bacon Hole Pirate Cave, a genuine pirate cave that was used by pirates that used to come in here in the big ships, cart their wares into the smaller boats, row it into shore and hide it in this cave. It's really cool to sit and have a fire and a cup of tea and a pot noodle, in my case today, in a cave that was genuinely used by pirates to hide their stuff from the customs and coast guard. Absolutely fantastic. So if that sounds like you, then keep watching. Good afternoon, I am back on the Dorset coast, just east of Lulworth Cove, heading towards Warhammer Bay. Moop Bay is where we're going to stop today. Really cool thing to show you there. First thing we're going to stop and see is the fossil forest. It's the remains of a submerged forest. This whole area used to be covered by a shallow sea, and the stumps of the trees that used to be there are fossilised, and apparently they look pretty cool. I'm keen to have a look. We've got to go down 97 steps and then we've got to come up 97 steps. It's all good for the old Fitbit. As with most things, you go a little further and you get the best results. So those ones I've just showed you, they're in the main ledge of fossil forest. But these here are just awesome. Check that. So these are ancient tree stumps from the shallow tropical, wow, there's even, I'm not a big fossil buff, but I do like seeing cool things. These must have been huge trees. And there's a border force, the UK border force boat going by. That was quite cool, but it isn't the main reason we came. The main reason I wanted to come back to this area is because there is a genuine pirate cave. A cave with a little keep at the back that was actually used by pirates in the 16th, 17th and 18th century. They used to smuggle it in on big ships, park just a ways out, and then send it in the little boats. Stash it at the back of this cave, and you'll see why it's such a cool, such a brilliant spot for it. Because unless you know just where to look, and look carefully even so, you just wouldn't see it. And remember, back in the day, there wasn't jet skis and paddleboarders and that around. The sea was quite a daunting place that very few people ventured on. So this little cove here, it's called Bacon Hole, and the cave we're going to is Bacon Hole Cave. And there is a quick way just down there, quite steep, not for everybody. Whew. So I'll cut this in. This is the quick way. But I recommend going the long way. But I'm going to go the long way, which isn't too long, so I can show you just how cool, how discreet this cave is. Even when you know exactly where it is, the entrance just looks insignificant, but it isn't. These cliffs are just outstanding. I would love to show you some drone footage of these, but I can't because, as if by perfect magic, we're right next to a training base, a military training base. Now, this cave was so successful for the pirates, and the mouth of the cave is down there. Hundreds, thousands, we're on the southwest coast path, thousands of people just walk past this, go down to Moot Bay, have a look. But if you just come around down into Bacon Hole, there's a little surprise down there. I'm going to have a little fire, a bit of British culinary tradition. Moot Bay. Stunning. Not a person in sight. Look at the colour of that water. So you come down the stairs and you'll find yourself in this glorious bay. That's the way we're going to go. The tide today is 6:40, so I've got plenty of time before I'll get my feet wet. Anywhere on the Dorset coast, falling rock is an issue, is a danger. I like to stick as close to the shore as possible. So the edge of the cave is just coming into sight in the distance. And only from this angle did it start to see that it is actually something quite cool. And here we have Bacon Hole Cave. This is so cool. It smells of fire and dry stone, and it might just be me, but that blend and the sea, and that's what genuine pirates would have smelt coming in here, as well as the smell of their adrenaline and their fear from hiding from the customs men, coming in on their small boats, bringing their stash into here, into the keep at the back of the cave. Head torch on. Let's go and have a look. Wow. I suspect it was a lot deeper back in the day. But this is where the rum and the tea and whatever else they smuggled in would have been kept. It's fairly clean, a few cans, bottles. And look at this wall. There be treasure, I tell thee, and indeed there is. Look at that. Somebody's left a nice bottle of Budweiser for their next stay. So this place is still being used to store grog, even in 2023. You wouldn't think I'm not claustrophobic, but I don't like caves and small places. But I seem to find myself in them quite often these days. Right, let's get a bit of grub on the go. Bingo. In a smoky pirate cave on the Jurassic coast in Dorset, with none other than a Bombay bad boy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is winning at life. Mega. Oh, let's put the fire out. Oh, so from a smoky old cave on the Jurassic coast, please like and subscribe, and let's see where I see you from next time.